North Carolina education officials released testing results for each district for the 2021 to 22 school year. The results show most schools are still feeling the effects of learning loss from the pandemic. It also showed the numbers of low performing increased by 77%. WCNC Charlotte's Shamaria Morrison joins us live from CMS headquarters. Shay, did CMS see an increase as well?
Yep, they did, but it's nothing like what the rest of the state saw as a whole. So prior to the pandemic, CMS went into the school year with just 42 of their schools on the low performing list out of all of the state. And coming out of the pandemic, or at least where we are right now, they have 50. So that was a 17% increase. Just like its students, CMS schools receive annual performance grades to measure success or failure. Because of the pandemic, the last time we saw these full set of numbers was the 2018-2019 school year.
What these data show is that our recovery has begun, the bounce back is taking place.
The 2021 school year data showed across the board, most CMS schools saw an increase in student scores and growth compared to the 2020 school year. But they were woefully short of pre-pandemic scores.
The recovery, which will be a multi-year recovery, is showing signs that it's happening, even where places where the performance was much lower than we want it to be.
State data shows 22 CMS schools were added to its previous list of schools that were performing low last year. However, 14 schools improved enough to get off that list. Allenbrook Elementary was one of them. The school went from an F grade to a C.
During the pandemic, you have to be very precise, very intentional, align teacher skills with student needs, dig into the curriculum to know exactly what is that particular child missing, and then look at the resources that are available that are research-based, and make sure that teachers have the support from a human capital side.
The district said overall 83% of CMS schools met or exceeded growth in student performance.
I think we'll see double the gains this coming year as we move forward. So teachers are the coach in the classroom, and they're going to coach the kids up.
Those school officials say it'll likely be years until the school's test scores are back to pre-pandemic levels. And school leaders weren't the only people who are paying attention to these numbers. I was tweeting about it today, and parents are responding, criticizing some decisions of school districts to have virtual learning as opposed to in-person learning. So a lot of conversations will continue to go on as people kind of dig into these numbers. Live at CMS headquarters, Shamaria Morrison, WCNC Charlotte.
A lot to process there. Thank you for that report. Well, to find out how your child's school did in the performance ranking, text schools, the word, to 704-329-3600. We've compiled a list of every school in our area.